Women in your 30s, what's your sweet spot in dating age? I'm 34, and I've dated older and younger 27-50. In my experience, I've noticed the older men play more games and prefer to be casual, while the younger are more communicative, respectful, do the right things, know what they want and put in more effort. I also struggle with feeling the age gap with younger in some areas, so I feel you there. However, they tend to pursue a genuine connection rather than only a physical. It's been confusing to experience because family and friends always push older, but my older range being 37-50, I've encountered older men acting like Peter Pans, a bit commitment phobic, and playing games. I live in NYC, so that could play into it, or the hookup culture that seems more prevalent among elder millennials and Gen X. I'd ideally like to connect with someone my age or a few years older, but connection is hard to come by, so I'm being open. I'd suggest to be open and take it as a case-by-case basis. I'm 32 and my sweet spot is probably 30-36, but I would go up to 38. Personally, I love being able to relate to my partner and share pop culture references from our childhood. I also don't want to be a caregiver to my partner while I'm young, so I'd prefer to stick to someone my age. It doesn't matter whether you are 30 or 50, they are people that love you. Can't younger men say the same about you and women your age? That you're still single for a reason? So as you get older, do the older people who are single for a reason shift to always be those older than you? I'm 25, I'm dating a 33F, and one thing I've thought about is how she never brings up the gap, and I never think about it as long as we are together. She's my first girlfriend ever, and it's pretty amazing as a 25-year-old to have someone with so much more life experience be attracted to me. I worry if she sees a future, if it's genuine, along with how people would react badly to the gap, especially since I make more money and she's in the country for school. I can see how it can look sketch. Paying attention to this thread to see the other perspective. Okay, I am 28, so not yet 30, but I can offer my perspective. I usually dated men 3-10 years older than me. My ex was 11 years older than me. I was 26, and he was 37, and then the highest guy I dated was 41, went on 2 dates. The pattern I saw was that men in 30s, 30-35, were not as mature or ready to settle down as I always thought. They still didn't know what they want. Now that I decided to date younger, 2-5 years younger, the guys are more pursuing and communicate more and know what they want. I had gone on a date with a 24-year-old, and when I tell you, he doesn't look or act on it. He is a fireman, and he made me feel wholesome on the date night. Another one who is 26 had a good paying job and a car, and the most cleanest and well-organized guy I have ever met in my life. This dude is neat. His place felt so refreshing. So yes, tried to swing both age ranges, but I am slowly deciding to date younger rather than the typical older men trope, because they are definitely single for a reason. I usually date my age or a little older. Honestly, it doesn't matter as long as they don't have a bad back. That's a common theme nowadays. I'm 34F and have generally dated people my age or a few years younger. I would actually prefer someone a few years older, but this is just how it's worked out. I feel like more than 5 years younger is too much. I suppose there could be exceptions, but at this point I want to date someone who knows what the hell they want. I just turned 35 and am back on the apps. I prefer dating people in my age range. I have my range set to 30-40. I look pretty young, so if they look too old, it gives me the ick. My dear, I would love to be your partner if you would like me.